would say the RMLF issue, right? Yeah, so
Okay.
despite the fact that it is in county additional allocation, is something you want discussed, is okay?
Yeah, I would also suggest that the office, Parliamentary Budget Office, looks at revenue projections for the past 4 or 5 years and what is projected this year, so that now as we speak from a point of knowledge. Wouldn't want to say we'll give you 500 million and there is no fiscal space to do so. So if they can just project for us that this what was projected in last several years, this was just achieved. So we start seeing the the revenue shortfall over the years. So if you can just have that projection, it's not even a projection, it's actual. Projected versus actual, all the way, say from 2017 or so, or 2020, or 2021, for example, a period of at least 5 years. Tell us, based on the finance bill of now that is still in force of 2023, what was the actual projected, and based on what the trend, we can see what will actually be achieved. So on that basis, now we start talking, because we can't just talk out of nowhere.
That is a brief. Generally, Parliamentary Budget Office do revenue performance of the government. You can do it even for the last 10 years and give a brief with graph, so they'll be able to see how revenues have grown or declined, and that should inform us. That as a brief. So we'll give you an opportunity when you come, share with us that, but not as the substantive issue of discussion, just for additional information. And
Yeah, Chair, also for me, I agree with the issues that have been tabled, but just to remind the PBO that we had made a request for another brief. The 380 that was being sought in Finance Bill of 2024 was for specific programs. We wanted to see those programs so that it aids us in this conversation. Thank you.
Point of order. Maybe Senator Spuma can tell us. You know, 380. I'm not getting where this 380, because the finance was supposed to collect 346. So is that the amount you're talking about?
Yeah, that is the correct amount, Honorable Makaumulu.
very good. Just a briefing on what it meant to cater for. So you add on to the briefing you're going to give us. Yes.
Mine was just I wanted to fertilize what Honorable Undo was raising in terms of revenues. I don't know, because Senate, you might have the information. You might also want to look at county by county how their revenue have been growing, and especially the projected revenue growth this year for the 2024-2025.
Rephrase so that it's a bit clearer, that last bit. Add that into the brief. Is there any other issue?
This Skype, tell us which counties are ready and have taken up the program has started. How much has the national government given, and if there's any matching fund? So now, because now start finding out what is, because one of the issues they raised, that if they don't get that additional funding, they'll be unable to meet their CAIP contribution.
I think that's also an important point. You can quickly get that information. National government contribution, and the beneficiary count is first, the initial 18, I believe, and then how much have counties put in, how much has national government put in, what are the gaps. Is there any other issue? So that now that is in form of briefing, but the issues that are here are the 6 that Honorable Ocheng has shared. The 4 that were shared by the technical team plus 2. Is there any other issue? Bana co-chair, Karibu, I will brief you. You can come and take the chair. David has offered to move back.
I seek your permission to excuse myself.
Yes.
I have a matter on the floor of the House, and with just 1 minute to start of the session. Thank you.
Yeah, and I will discuss with the others. So what we have.
Chair, even me I have a matter. Chairman, even me I have a matter in the floor.
He has earlier shared he has something he's moving, but let's just adjourn the meeting formally instead of, because we are at the tail end anyway. I'll brief you. Okay, then can we now get the date of our next meeting so that then the program falls in place? I'll brief the co-chair. Proposal? Remember, all houses are in session, so in the morning on Tuesday. Well, morning, what time? 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock, and the venue, our technical team will check and advise us. But our next meeting is on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. The meeting stands adjourned. I will brief my co-chair. Thank you very much. Karibuni.